Standing feet hip width apart, I'm going to stand side on to my anchor point, and I'm going to stand with the working side furthest away from my anchor point. So in this case, my anchor point is to my left and my working arm is going to be my right. So I'm going to take the band up into my right hand, secured on the anchor point. And what I want to do is I want to have my elbow tucked in tight towards my ribs. As we go through the movement, we're going to be opening the arm out to the side, but what we don't want to do is lift the elbow off of the side. So a wee tip is to put something, a rolled up dish towel or something, between your elbow and the side of your body. And as you start to pull into this movement, if your elbow starts to lift, we're going to lose that. So it's a great tactile cue. So pop that in here. Now what I want to do is I want to keep my forearm parallel with the ground. Ideally my anchor point would be about belly button height, but this will do us for now, it'll be fine. Got my T-tail here, got my elbow tucked into my ribs. Now I'm going to take my pubic bone, I'm going to slightly tuck my tailbone, take my tailbone under, take my pubic bone and pull it towards my belly button. And I'm going to start where there's a little bit of tension in the band. You don't want loads of tension to start because these are not particularly strong muscles within the rotator cuff, and those are the muscles that we're going to be working. So parallel forearm to the ground, also looking for a straight line from the knuckles up the forearm. What we don't want to do is be bending at the wrist and creating irritation in the wrist for the nerves through the carpal tunnel. So with it core engaged, with a bit of tension, I'm going to very simply open this out away from my anchor point and out towards the side, keeping this elbow down. It's not a big movement, there's not a lot in it, you won't get much range of motion, but you will feel this deep in the shoulder and towards the back of the shoulder. Keep that core engaged, because we don't want to do is we don't want to turn the entire torso to assist the shoulder. We want this purely to be about the shoulder. And we'll release back to centre. I need a little bit more tension because as I'm coming to the end of the movement there, or the beginning of the movement, I'm getting too much band. So what I want to do is step it a little further, I've got a bit more tension so that when I come to the beginning of the move, I've got enough. And again, make all my adjustments, pull out and release. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale, as I pull I'm going to exhale. That's going to engage the core muscles further and release. Now you might only be able to get maybe 5 of those to start with. The muscles in the rotator cuff can fatigue quite easily, and that's alright. You just work up to the desired number of repetitions for you for this particular exercise.